Now
I was
trimming.
like,
I hate trimming.
I wanted to make sure I was doing this right.
Can we get a replay on me saying pushing to the right?
Precedent, push to the right. Precedent, push to the right.
Folks at home that didn't hear it, just pushing to the left.
Why don't you tell him?
Excuse me.
Dad, I'm very upset with you.
Ross can't read.
You're in an Encino Man situation.
Hey, bro, is this gas?
Take that, big Ohio.
It was heck.
If this ain't gas, I'm out.
So it's a custom class.
All right, do mine. Someone do mine.
Hold on.
All gas, no brakes.
Too much gas.
We're not helping at all.
Well,
No.
definitely not. But,
Smoke responsibly.
Also, you guys are wearing Rasta colors, so that's fun.
Welcome back to the Ohio Grassmen. I'm Chris,
I'm Ross.
And I'm Julian.
and today we are doing tinctures.
We're going to be doing these RSO tinctures by Finzer's Finest.
Finzer's finest.
Finzer's finest.
We got a whole set of all three of them. We've got Sun, Moon, and Eclipse, and that's Sativa, Indica, and Hybrid.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah,
Super fun
Julian's
one.
going to bed. You guys do anything fun this weekend?
I got some new things for us to try.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll see those in some little PSA shorts coming up.
That's fun. Me personally, the one that I failed at wintering over, because I'm an idiot and a big dumb stupid head. Instead, I turned it into flowering and then let it do that and finish out its cycle for that for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. And I've been trimming the heck out of that thing. I hate it. I hate trimming. It was heck.
He wants someone to come trim for him.
It's too late now. Well, actually, no. So it turns out, because I've been very busy, my pops actually took the outdoor stuff and he harvested all that and he's got that and he's been trimming the heck out of that and he just gave me a big bag that he's like, you need to trim this. However, I was very upset with him and I know he listens to this and watches this, and Dad, I'm very upset with you, okay? Because you can complain that I didn't help trim or cut any of this, but you didn't call me?
Because you're so easy to reach.
Yeah, it's true.
I live next door. Love you, Dad. Would have happily helped cut all of this. A little frustrated walking out there and being like, well, the plant's gone. And then walking over, all those ones are gone too.
Nice surprise.
He
Nice
must be
surprise.
indoors. He's been doing the same thing I've been doing to my little one, but he's been doing to some big ones. But he's been hard at work, and I love my father, and he's been hard at work, and he knocked out a ton of that. There's a lot of there. And yeah, so it's beautiful. It smells great all over the property, from my house to my father's house to everywhere, and it's great, and I'm loving it. I'm very excited to have some hot dog water, and it is an Ohio-grown cultivar, right? So technically, we can review some hot dog water OG here on
That is true.
stream.
Some exciting moves coming up for us. How about you, Chris?
I've been playing a lot of Oblivion. I finished the main quest.
That's right.
Let's
Mhm.
go.
Doing some Mages Guild now.
What build are you for Oblivion?
So it's a custom class.
We all seen the names.
So it's a custom class, usually prioritizing heavy armor, a long sword, blades and stuff like that. So I named it Stealth Archer.
Okay. All right.
Good,
Chose the safe route.
So, let's get into the terp tip today. Today's terp tip is going to be on Isoborneol, commonly found in Northern Lights, wedding cake, and strawberry banana strains.
love wedding cake.
Isoborneol is a rare terpene in cannabis with a minty, camphor-like aroma. Camphor being kind of clean and that fresh kind of sense. This intriguing compound has captured the attention of researchers due to its potential analgesic and neuroprotective effects. It is often present in small quantities, making strains high in isoborneol quite unique. It is considered a potent inhibitor of the herpes simplex virus type 1, which is normally oral herpes. It has been seen to fight free radicals that can damage cells, protecting those cells and possibly being used to treat neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's. Isoborneol is often calming and associated with relaxation, stress relief, and mental clarity. It's found in plants like camphor, sage, and the tea tree. Set your temperatures to 413 degrees Fahrenheit or 212 degrees Celsius. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, with that in mind, I guess we can just jump right into this, right?
I got
Yeah.
a question.
Oh, I love questions. I love answers.
When's the last time you guys had some Northern Lights?
Northern
Jeez.
Lights.
Yeah, I haven't heard
Ages.
about that in ages.
There are some old seed banks that people are trying to get this back, and they're trying to reclaim a lot of these things. Like we've talked about before in the past, is like Sativas and Indicas. You know, it's a lot of self-reporting and everything like that. What that really meant is now being reclaimed now. Everything was kind of hybridized back in the day. It was hard to keep things independent for what it really is without losing your Northern Lights purity and your green cracks and your OGs.
That's why we see a lot of mixtures with like strains like GMO and stuff like that.
That's what I was thinking as soon as I was trying to like visualize every time I've ever read Northern Lights inside of like one of the digital screens, it's almost always it's a cross. It's a Northern Lights X something, you know, and because they're like, well, we know it's not a pure Northern Lights, but we do have what's those old genes, and we crossed it with, you know, our skunk berry or whatever. For sure. I personally have not really had like a Northern Lights that I could remember.
Oh wow, I've had a lot.
That's fair. A lot of the stuff that I remember having when it had a name was just, I don't trust it because it was coming from somebody that's cool, and I don't know, you're always a good person.
We've had
almost always a good person. The Northern Lights, you know, they tell me I had 5 different blue dreams from the same person.
Yeah.
Clearly they weren't growing it, but their connection must have been changing up the routine or something like that. Something I found really interesting, and we found out when we had, and check out our Patreon episode if you haven't, where we had our friend from Arizona, Fonzie, come over, and we got to enjoy it with him. He was explaining to us that on there, and we got to see some of the cans and just see the labeling that they use over there in Arizona. And I was like, what's with all the additives? You got tons of additives listed here, because every single fertilizer that they use has to be listed on the list of additives. So like, you know, you're seeing like calcium bromide or whatever, you know, maybe not specifically that, but like these crazy things. And I was like, oh man. And I start looking up, and they're all listed as like plant food and fertilizers and stuff. And, and then checking in, it's like, turns out Arizona requires that they're going to list all that as an additive on there. Yeah. That's super cool.
I feel like that's something that Ohio's market is probably going towards.
Move towards, I agree, especially with how stringent Ohio generally is. And don't get me wrong, I don't think that all of these are bad things. I think it's really good to know what fertilizers they're using on the plants that you're enjoying. That's what's making the bud, you know?
You never know what you could be allergic to as well.
Yeah. It's an elementary school trick where, you know, you take the food coloring and put it inside of the water that the plant's drinking, and suddenly the plant looks different. It changes it's absorbing that in there. So if you're putting some weird poison in there, you know, that's why we do heavy metal testing. That's why we do all these tests. It's because it's not like they're worried that they were shaving freaking lead on top of the plant.
Some maniac came in here with copper.
They're worried that it's in the soil. They're worried. That's what they're worried about. But yeah, for sure. So I don't know. It's all sorts of fun things like that. What I'm trying to say is, let's enjoy these interesting, unique Finzer's Finest Cured Resin RSO tinctures. Now there's a little there's a tamper-proof seal on the front, so you're gonna want to snip that off.
I've been messing with mine, so you can open it.
All right, and then
you're gonna twist to the right. You're gonna press that in and then twist to the right.
Oh man, they don't want me to do this.
No, they don't.
All right, do mine. Someone do mine.
Hold on.
I'm not. I can't do it.
It says, please remove tamper tab from in front of spray nozzle before use. Okay. I wanted to make sure I was doing this right.
Folks at home that didn't hear it, he was pushing to the left.
Why did you tell him?
Ross can't read.
Read? I can't fucking hear. He's just like, press it in, push it to the right, press it in, push it to the right. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Can we get a replay on me saying push it to the right? You're going to twist to the right.
I missed that too, but it's literally on top.
It is, yep.
I'm going to get high.
All right.
So with tinctures, the big thing is, so they've got a bunch of, not like bad alcohol either, but it's got a little bit of alcohol. And what you're going to do is you're going to go underneath your tongue. Generally speaking, we got cool spray ones, which really brought my interest to it, but a lot of times it's in like a little dropper and stuff like that. You put it under your tongue. Now that main vein under your tongue is gonna, you know, let it sit for like a few minutes or whatever. It's gonna absorb everything through there. It's very direct and very active and right into your bloodstream. One of the fun, very extremely cool parts of it is that it's quicker. And direct.
It's been a while.
So what we're going to be doing is we're going to give one good spray underneath our tongues, and that'll be considered a 100 milligram dosage, but that only has, I believe, 2.2 milligrams of THC. These suckers are mainly set up to be hitting us with that whole entourage effect with a lot of cannabinoids in there. So the moon is loaded up with CBN, that sleepy cannabinoid. And then we have a ton of CBD in the Eclipse, which is kind of our classic, just run of the mill. It's going to hit that body and kind of give you the feel. And then I believe you, as the sun, are loaded up with a bunch of CBG. And that is a really cool, I believe it attacks directly into the nervous system for your pain receptors. So like that gets really deep in there. So that'll be a really unique body feel for you as well, Chris.
CB, good morning.
Yeah. So we all should have a pretty fun time.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers.
Tastes like alcohol. A little spicy. A little hot.
Yeah, it kind of feels like one of those breath sprays that you did. Like the whole feeling altogether was kind of like when you're like, oh, I'm going to go on a date. Like
no.
that.
I just did a
You want-
breath spray of alcohol.
Ready?
Sativa.
Just pass it off screen.
Woo.
Now I'm really interested in this.
Yeah, he wants to do it so bad. It's gross.
That's what I remember when I was describing it. And
Yours
he's
is
like,
a little different than
Okay.
mine. Did you
Yeah.
want to try mine?
No,
No.
no, I'm good.
They're probably all the same. Very strong. It does definitely feels like I just took a shot, but it doesn't
I mean, you don't want
feel
to
like alcohol.
swallow too early either. You do want it to still rest inside of there,
Yeah.
underneath there. And
I definitely
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I'm getting
It's
rid
like-
of that as fast as possible.
under there. It's under there. I'm ready for a sip of my drinky off screen right here.
Yeah. Yeah, it tasted spicy. It did. I would have to say it tasted like doing a shot. I don't think I'd recommend that, to be personally honest. I don't think I could.
What do you
Get
think it's
behind
close
this.
to? Bourbon, whiskey,
Probably a scotch.
scotch. It's not exactly like dry,
Yeah.
but
And it's definitely got those spices in there. So
earthy.
Mhm. Yeah.
At least mine was the moon. The moon.
yeah, it was sharp and grassy and a little alcohol-y for sure.
hmm
yeah, grassy.
Yeah, like mine was a little like kind of different, but still kind of that like planty kind of like edge to it. Like
Mhm.
where yours was grassy, mine was
His was more grassy.
his was a little more grassy.
You
Did you want to try
It's
it?
over there.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, try mine. 'Cause
Yeah, I'll try
mine's
mine.
like, whoa.
Really?
Ross is doing all three. He's about to take a screenshot, dude.
Well, I did a hybrid anyways. It's just rehybrids my set. I just kind of got. Oh yeah, yours is totally different.
Yeah. Yo, the sun
You wanna
is
try it just to see.
sun is hands down the best. What? What? This one's good. This is like tastes like orange bitters.
That's a really
Yeah,
good.
bitters,
That's
yeah.
a really good way of putting it.
I like that. I like orange bitters. So I'm like, yo, tastes like an Chris, that tastes like an old fashioned. Son. No, what do you think the moon tastes like? Cause like that I'm stumped. Like, you wanna try
Almost
some?
fruity.
Is it? You wanna try
Okay,
this?
now I'm starting to get too much of a burn. I'm gonna stop doing them.
The moon.
Very different, right?
Yeah. How?
Ow.
Yeah,
It's like grapefruit
I'm not
or
a big
something.
fan of that.
Nah, Sun was way better. Can I try Eclipse?
Mhm.
I'm gonna try Eclipse too. I'm gonna go all three. I gotta know the flavors. This one tastes more like alcohol,
Yeah, I don't like the undertongue pain that
but
comes.
that one
with it.
also tastes like that one tastes like actual RSO, like an RSO tincture.
That's fair.
Sun was more orange bitters. I don't know what. I kind of want to. Let me try Moon again.
He's just going in. He
I'm
loves
going
it.
in.
He's a
like,
masochist.
No, I'm a
if I
flavorist.
can't feel my tongue, then
Guys, I
then I'm
drink.
doing it right.
I drink a certain sparkling water,
Oh yeah,
and that's it. So
it's bad. Zoado.
elderberry.
Elderberry.
hmm
Yeah, like an elderberry wine, maybe.
Yeah, or like a brandy.
Brandy. A brandy is a
Mhm.
really good way of putting this. Actually, that's actually a perfect.
Took
Because
me a
it's
minute.
not like it's not as like because it's not as like kicky as like a
Mhm.
whiskey or another. Yeah, no, for sure.
It reminds me of this blackberry brandy that I bought a while ago. No, those were good.
Those are awesome.
Definitely fast acting because
Mhm.
I'm like,
Yeah, I
took
felt my
Moon
two
first, I'm
sprays.
like
I'm feeling my two sprays.
kind of excited about those flavors though. They had good flavors.
Yeah, dude, they had trash, garbage, and disgusting.
Just like sweet drinks. I like sweet drinks too, though.
Shit. What are you guys thinking then? I mean,
2.
yeah, I
Give it a
figured
2
you're gonna
out of
give a really
10.
bad one. You didn't like it at all.
Sorry, guys. I'm sure you have other good stuff, but this is not for me.
That is not a Chris thing.
I'll be honest. I'm gonna rate them all slightly differently, but pretty much in the same category. Didn't like the Moon for flavor. I think the effects are solid for all of these guys. I think the Moon's going to be great for knocking yourself out, though, for the record, with that CBN and all that. It's probably a good spray tincture if you wanted to spray that underneath your tongue when you're trying to get to bed and stuff like that, and you don't want to smoke up your room or anything like that. I don't like smoking a lot inside of the room that I sleep in. It's one of the big reasons why I moved rooms, actually. I didn't really like the Moon that much. That's going to be my 6. With that in mind, the other 2 I'm going to consider 7s. I also don't think tinctures are going to be my future in consumption of cannabis and THC products. These are also lower on THC, so maybe a tincture with a little bit higher THC might be a little bit more up my alley. But the body feel from this is really nice. I can feel it, my shoulder blades into my wings and stuff like that. Feels relaxed, and that's really nice because that's the spot that I have my masseuse hit every time. So that's nice. But I agree. A bit of that spiciness. I'm kind of a regular user that wants to constantly be making sure that I keep myself up on things too. So I feel like that would probably get into that start to burn and cause a little bit more annoyance to me. I think I'm going to call them 7s. I think that if tinctures are your way, consider this like a whole extra point higher across the board, in my opinion. Then if you're more into tinctures and you're more used to this, I'd say give everything a bit of a higher thing. But for me, 6 on the Moon, 7 on the Sun, 7 on the Eclipse.
I'm going to kind of follow Ross in that sweet. Moon was a lot harsher of a flavor, but to be honest, like the effects of it, as I took it first, I feel like super relaxed. Like here, like just we ready to chill. Where's my drink? Where's the sun? Moving on to the other 2, like I think Eclipse had more of that marijuana taste, marijuana feel. While Sun, I said it had the orange bitter taste. That would be something I'm more focused on if I would ever be into tinctures. I don't care about the funk. I don't mind the funk. I like being funky. But like if someone is like in a place like an apartment building where they have to be discreet about whether they have to use or whether they're using recreational or for medicinal, this would be like a great product for them. Like you said, I would score it a whole like point higher, but I'm going to give them all 7s across the board. 7s. Moon was definitely the least of my favorite flavors, but I think once we figured out that it was brandy flavored, it made it a little bit better.
Like, you know what? I can kind of feel that now.
Yeah, I do remember drinking that before.
So 2, 6, 7, 7, 7s. I can dig it. I mean, that's pretty fun. How about a question of the week?
All right. This isn't the question of the week. What was that movie with where he gets frozen in time and then in the future he gets thawed? He's like a caveman. It's
Encino Man.
Encino Man. That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser. And
right?
My boy Rob. No, not Rob. Freaking
Pauly Shore.
Right.
Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore. Yeah.
Man, son-in-law is also such a good one.
So, all right. You're in an Encino Man situation. You get frozen, and then in the future you get thawed out. And they want to ask you about cannabis culture from your time. What do you tell them?
They're fucks. Like, I'm gonna tell them all the outlandish ideas that I had for cannabis and have them use their modern science to make it come true.
That's really funny. I'm gonna explain right off the rip that I'm actually some sort of prince or king from those times, actually, just to make sure that I kind of get things locked in early. You gotta see, first and foremost, you need to set up yourself a new persona.
We were all frozen together.
No one can say that I'm a liar.
We were all frozen together. We all come out and we say that we were the lost prophets, the lost grassmen.
Yeah, of cannabis lost. No, but I'd probably just kind of lie a lot. about everything. That's a situation that I have
It's
too much
not a
power
lie.
in.
It's not a lie. It's an embellishment.
It's usually probably so much different than what they have anyway. Because you probably just have like flying cars and you can just be like, bing, psh, and like spray, cannabis comes in and you just get high off of that.
Man, they probably just, at that point, they probably have a dropper. You just go by, put it on the seat. It's a full plant in like 4 minutes.
That would be so cool.
You mean this stuff? Dink. We couldn't figure out what to use it for.
Oh,
This is what you do.
back in our time, we mainlined this. That one's gonna get bleeped out. That would be quite the time, though.
Chris, what would you tell him?
I would tell them everybody's just like a snob back in our day. Like,
You wouldn't be wrong.
no, I wouldn't be wrong. Like, you can't just, and I do it too. I do it a lot. You can't just have like shitty weed with your friends anymore because, you
Everyone
can't get
knows.
it for like,
Everyone's educated.
You can't get it for like $20 an eighth anymore,
You got,
If
hey, bro.
you're getting bad stuff, like, you're going to be mad about it.
You got, hey, bro, is this gas? If this ain't gas, I'm out.
Mm-mm.
If this ain't gonna make me cough, I ain't gonna get high.
For
Which
that
is not
matter,
true.
you can't get an eighth at all.
Yeah, that's true.
For real.
Yeah.
I saw the funniest thing ever.
Uh-oh.
I was scrolling through on one of the I think it was at Sky, and I was like 3.5 grams, and I immediately clicked on it, and it was 5.7 gram pre-rolls in a single pack, and I was like, all right, guys, listen, man, if you could do it that way, like, how are we?
They got around the system.
Yeah, like, you want an eighth? I got an eighth in pre-rolls.
Take that, big Ohio.
They don't care as long as it's out of the dispensary.
No, I agree with you with you can't just have bad weed though. Like, you're right. Everybody's kind of like a snob nowadays on things. And don't get me wrong, I respect it. Obviously, that's one of our things. Is
It's what we're
you want
here
to
to
make sure
do.
you're having an educated, informed opinion and all that. Like,
No.
I'm definitely a weed snob.
We're
nowadays.
not helping at all.
Well,
No.
definitely not. But with that in mind, I do try to make sure I point out the things like we've talked about before in the past. The things like, people will turn their nose at things like, oh, shake. I'm not gonna have shake. And it's like, well, yeah, sure. It's definitely not their premium flower because they would definitely have a beautiful cola that they want to show off to you. But it's also not like shake, like we remember is like, back in the day. Just
You referenced it in our previous segment that we talked about it as it's not what's been in the back of some dude's closet for like the last 3 months. It's been on the shelf. And it's crazy because I actually took a chance. I got some trim. It was pretty, in my opinion, it was pretty good. I got a second opinion and they were like, nah, I wouldn't do this to myself. But I was like, if you're in a pinch and you need some, or it did its job.
Yeah.
Essentially. Like, it wasn't like, I wasn't like super excited to go do it, but I was like, hey man, I need a little for right now.
and you can find a lot of infused stuff that's usually shake,
true.
and they infuse it with either cutting it with hash or using different like oils and stuff like that to pump it up, and that's gonna
He's talking
be
about
that's
his
gonna be fire. I mean, they're one. Ripsticks are hash infused, and that's definitely like a bunch of shake. It's already pre-ground and everything like that, and that's pretty much what you should be calling it, is pre-grind. A lot of it, like you said, is exactly. It's like when you have this infused, suddenly you're like, it's gonna be a little harsher, and sure, you're definitely. But at that point, you're getting infused not for the flavor, but usually for the effects. You want it to be a stronger onset and a harsher hit, and everybody knows me. I love my space rocks, and so I
Yes,
love
he
it when
does.
it's all gas, no brakes.
Oof. Too much gas.
Needs more breaks. Yeah.
No, not brakes, but not as much gas. That's like straight gas.
But we could go into some legal stuff nowadays if there's anything new coming up.
It's like
No.
No.
No worries.
Nothing fresh.
We're running long. Also, you guys are wearing Rasta colors.
Oh, we are.
So that's fun.
So we got to go over Isoborneol today, which is a camphor aromatic terpene, neurodegenerative cell tissue control. We're going to take that from the top.
That was a mouthful.
Ross had a lot of sprays.
Yeah, yes, he did.
He really did have a mouthful.
Don't do
I need
it.
to calm the nerves. Okay?
He's
Calm the
done for,
nerves.
dude.
Your tongue can't handle it.
My tongue can handle anything.
It's barely hanging in your mouth.
It's all black and blue under there.
No.
I'm tired, boss.
Look at my jaw. How do they do that? So we got to go over Isoborneol today as our terp tip.
Yep.
It's a nice aromatic that smells kind of like camphor. And it's good for helping treat neurodegenerative diseases in the cellular tissue. We got to discuss all these fun cured resin RSO tinctures from Finzer's finest, from Sativa to Indica with a hybrid in between. That's Sun, Moon, and Eclipse. Gave it a middling score.
Yeah, we all gave it a good score.
As I hear the kids say, it was real 6-7ing or something. No, but really, we got to try out these tinctures. We learned a little bit about how tinctures work and how to interact with them.
I was going to say that was the first time in a long time I've had a tincture. How about you?
It was my very first tincture I ever actually got to experience personally.
How about you, Chris? Was it your first?
No, I've had a tincture before, but one other one. I don't remember. Tom got it.
But yeah, and then we went over that nice fun question of the week, and we got to have a fun little laugh.
Talk about the future being frozen.
Yeah. All the truths that we would drop. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know down in the comments if there's anything you've been trying or anything you want us to look into. We love experimenting with all the new cannabis culture that exists in Ohio.
Leave your questions of the week in the comment section.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm starting to run out.
Uh-oh.
And be sure to follow us on all of our other outlets. You know, we've got a Twitter and not a Facebook anymore.
on,
Instagram.
I don't know them all.
We got an X, we got an Instagram, we got Spotify, Patreon.
But anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below, and follow us on X, Instagram. We have a YouTube, which you probably are following us right now. And
I hope.
We also have some Spotify and Patreon content.
And it's all actually in one neat link tree that you can just follow.
And with that,
we love you.
Smoke responsibly.
Possession, use, and distribution of cannabis or cannabis-based products is illegal under federal law, regardless of any state law that may legalize or decriminalize such activity under certain circumstances. As such, it is still classified as a Schedule I controlled substance and has habit-forming effects. No advice we give is intended to provide any guidance or assistance in violating federal law, nor should be intended to treat, diagnose, or cure any illnesses.